What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the previous episode, I think we just, collected a bunch of stuff, and I say think because it's been, 3 weeks since I recorded a video, but you know what? I'm done with my most recent college semester, so I'm back. I'm finally able to record, more than one video and then disappear for 3 weeks, so hopefully we'll be a little more consistent. At least until January, and school starts up again, and then I disappear for months on end. But you know what? We'll worry about that when the time comes. I do kind of apologize for that, but school comes first, everybody. All right, so we gotta collect a bunch of garbage in this video, basically. I know we collected a bunch of garbage in the last video, but that was actual garbage. Now we're gonna collect useful garbage, and what I mean by that, I'll actually be a little more sincere in what we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna get some items and things that we need to actually progress the plot and, get through the rest of this game. Now, I know this is, kind of weird to say, but, we are almost done with this game, believe it or not. Also, here's where we're gonna be starting this episode, with these signs. So start here, go this way. Yeah, this whole entire thing is basically a maze, and at the end of it, we're actually going to get to the next ocarina song. So what you want to do is, follow the directions on the signpost until you reach the next sign, read that sign, and then keep going. There's various obstacles and enemies that are going to be in your way, but as long as you don't mess this up and you read the correct sign, you'll be able to get through here no problem. It's really not too hard, but there are a couple of things that are meant to trip you up, so just make sure you have your wits about you is what I'm saying. But, yeah, we're actually almost done with this game, believe it or not. There's only a couple of things left for us to do. I'm gonna try and wrap this up as quickly as I can, because, even though I have been busy with school and haven't, been able to record, any episodes of this particular game, I have actually been working on a couple of things behind the scenes. I've had a video I recorded, literally months ago that I just haven't gotten around to edit yet, and I started working on that, so once I finish this Let's Play, I'm going to hopefully release that video. I hopefully will have the entire thing edited by then. We'll see if that happens or not. But either way, shortly after I finish this Let's Play, that video should come out. And then I'm still working on the next part of the Zelda documentary, so there's some things going on, some things behind the scenes that I've been working on, and I promise that I will get those out as soon as I can. And I mean, I know I keep saying this, but my goal is obviously to be a little more consistent going forward, but it's just kind of unpredictable, given that I'm a full-time college student. Anyways, I know you guys really don't care about that, so, I think it's actually pointing to this sign, because I'm pretty sure I, already read this sign, so, yes, okay, good. Oh man, that almost tripped me up right there. That would have been really, really bad. Because if you do mess up, no matter how far along into this you are, if you mess up, it makes you restart from the beginning, and that can be an absolute pain. So honestly, I would recommend actually, just writing down where you want to go, on a piece of paper. That way it's easier to keep track of. But if you do it correctly, yep, that water will drain, and it will open up a secret passageway for us. So let's head on down and see what's waiting for us. Look at that, it's the Toad boss thing from Mario Bros. 2. Ribbit, ribbit, I'm Mamu on vocals. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Everyone knows me. Want to hang out and listen to us jam? Sure do, man. For 300 rupees, we'll let you listen to a previously unreleased cut. Alright, fine. What do you say? Sure, I mean, it's previously unreleased. How can I say no to that? That song was garbage. You've been a wonderful audience. No encores, croak. Well, with that, we got the Frog Song of Soul. It's a very moving tune. It can even liven up unliving things. Ooh, well that's something. If you play this song, you'll make everything around you feel more alive. It didn't make me feel more alive. I'm dead inside. I'm just kidding. All right, cool. So believe it or not, yeah, that's actually required for, you know, completing the game. So I'm glad that we got that. Now that we do, though, let's not play that song. Instead, let's play Mambo's Mambo and get the heck out of here, man, because we got more important things to do. Let's make our way over to Animal Village because I think that's the closest spot to where I need to go. A few episodes back, we got something called the Mermaid Scale after we found, like, the mermaid's, whatever the heck she lost, necklace, I think. We haven't really had a chance to use that or, like, complete that trading side quest yet, so we're gonna do that in this video, and it's gonna give us a new item, one that we actually do need to complete the game. So, let's see, I think if I make my way across this gap using my hook shot, we'll be basically where we need to be. Of course, that shoe is going to be right in my way. Dude, can you, like, move, please? I really need to get over there, and there we go. Jeez, man. Always in my way, I'm telling you. All right, so here's the mermaid statue. Let's go ahead and place the scale to complete the statue. And ta-da! Doing that, we'll reveal a secret passageway. Ooh, no one saw that coming, did ya? Alright, so down here, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on, but check it out. Lying on the floor right in front of us is a magnifying lens. So what this allows us to do is, like, see things that we, well, yeah, couldn't see before. The game put it better than I ever could. So, like the Pegasus boots and stuff like that automatically gets applied. So now we can see, like, enemies that were previously invisible or NPCs that were previously invisible. And the whole reason why you need it is because back in the library, there is some text that you can't read unless you have it. And that text, well, it's actually necessary to beat the game. So now that we got that, we are well on our way. However, I think there is something we can actually do in Animal Village now that we have this. We don't particularly need to do this because I've already gotten all of these secret seashells that I need, but I believe if you go into this house, never mind, I'm incorrect, that is the wrong house, go to the farmost house in Animal Village because inside this house, now we can see this Zora that previously we couldn't see. Hey, you can see me. You must have a magnifying glass. I'm not a troublemaker. I just want to live in peace. I'll give you this if you promise to keep your mouth shut. And just by talking to him, he's going to give us a nice shell. Hooray! A promise is a promise, okay? Yeah, I'm going to go tell everyone. Hey, you should head out to the cave at Tornorbo Shores. Use the magnifying glass there and you'll find someone else like me. Ah, good hint, good hint. I kind of forgot that he told you about that. So, that was actually where I was going to go next anyways. So let's make our way over to the beach where, like, we hung out with Marin and all that. I believe there's a cave, like, all the way over there that we never actually went inside. And, well, I mean, if we went inside prior to getting the magnifying glass, there really would have been no point in doing that. So now that we have the glass, we can go inside and find someone who's invisible, just like that Zora. The real question is, how did they become invisible? I need to learn that secret. Like, honestly, invisibility would be so useful. Actually, never mind. No, it really wouldn't be. I mean, I guess you could be, like, good at hide and seek, but really, besides, like, being a gross pervert, what else would invisibility really be good for? I mean, I guess you could be, like, the world's greatest spy, but I feel like it's really niche, so, you know, probably not the greatest ability to have. Anyways, whatever. Now, can I make it across this gap? Oh, I almost did! But the game, it still never lets me get across that on my first try. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I just realized too there was probably a much faster way to getting over here, but whatever. We're here now, so what are you gonna do? I think the cave is, yeah, right down over here, so get out of my way, enemies. You're all bothering me. I'm just trying to blow up a hole in this freaking cave. Leave me alone. I've got explosives. You don't want to mess with me. Alright, well, now that is all out of the way, let's head inside. And, hey, check it out. Who's this little fella? What's going on? I found a good item washed up on the beach. I'll trade it to you for what you have in your X or Y button. Oh, you know what? Actually, we should do that real quick. So, before we do anything with that guy, let's change the items that are on our button. So, for this, you're going to want to equip your shovel. And then trade that with him because the shovel, you can actually get back by buying it from the item shop, but you can also get it back by, like, trading again with him or just buying it directly from him. So we traded our shovel for the boomerang, and the boomerang in this game is freaking powerful, man. Like, it is so good, so you definitely want to get it. However, I really don't want to give up my shovel, so let's go and talk to this guy again, because yeah, he's going to give us our shovel back for 300 rupees. I thought you could trade back with him, but I guess maybe you can't. Oh well, whatever, not a big deal. So yeah, doing that, you get the boomerang and the shovel. It only costs you 300 rupees. Honestly, it's a really good deal, because the boomerang in this game kind of operates a little bit differently than it does in any other Zelda game. Instead of just like stunning enemies like it would in pretty much every other entry in the Zelda series, it has various different effects on a bunch of other enemies, and it does damage to a lot of them too, which makes it incredibly powerful. You can compare it to your hookshot or your bow. However, unlike the hookshot, which like only stuns a lot of enemies, the boomerang will do damage, and unlike your arrows, the boomerang doesn't cost arrows, so you can pretty much use it indefinitely, and it can hit people or enemies on its forward movement and its backwards movement. So you can even like get double hits on a lot of the enemies if you plan your throws right, which makes it really, really strong. Plus, even some other enemies that you were previously incapable of killing or hitting, yeah, guess what? The boomerang can take care of them. Trust me, guys. The boomerang, it's awesome. And it's really going to come into use in this area, the Ancient Ruins, since we're going to enter some, or encounter some new enemies, rather. So these Armo statues. The boomerang is the perfect way to take them out, because obviously they come to life. You can stun them once with the boomerang, but then you can also deal damage with the boomerang instead of using your arrows. So yeah, really, really awesome. And I guess I'll pick up this garden acorn. Why the heck not? I mean, it's not really gonna be that useful in this area, but honestly, we haven't seen a lot of guardian acorns or really pieces of power in our entire playthrough. It's sort of less than I expected, I guess you could say. We got like a bunch early on, but as we've been going through here, I feel like we've been seeing them less and less. And I kind of think that's because the drop rate for guardian acorns is sort of like based, and pieces of power rather, is based on how many hearts you have plus how many enemies you've like killed without changing or going into a room. So like, for instance, if I go inside this area, it'll reset the counter. And that's probably why we haven't seen too many of them, just because we have way more hearts now. Anyways, I know I've been sort of like scatterbrained this video, but yeah, this is technically the start of the next dungeon. It's sort of split up into 3 different little areas, and this first part contains a boss battle, and you're gonna want to use arrows for this. So basically, whenever it jumps down, try and use Rock's Feather to negate the shockwave and the stun, and then use your arrows on its side to slowly chip away at its armor and deal more and more damage to it. And yeah, it goes down pretty quick, as you can tell. It's really not that hard of a fight, but for defeating it, it does give us the key that we need. So we're gonna grab that, and then we're gonna go into the next room. And the next room is important because there's a very mysterious mystery that it's going to reveal to us. But first, let's light these torches with our magic powder so we can actually read the mysterious mystery on the wall. Let's check it out. To the finder, the Isle of Koholint is but an illusion. Human, monsters, sea, sky, a scene on the lid of a sleeper's eye. Awake the dreamer, and Koholint will vanish, much like a bubble on a needle. Cast away, you should know the truth. What? Illusion? I don't get it. Yeah, no, it is kind of scary though. Like, well, not really scary, but it's kind of like mysterious. You're not really sure what it means. Like, is this real? Is this fake? What's gonna happen when we wake the windfish? Who knows? I mean, the only one who knows is the windfish himself, but we can't ask him because he's sleeping. So what are we to do? Talk to birds, that's what. Birds always know the truth. Hoot, I see you have read the relief. While it does say the island is but a dream of the windfish, no one is really sure. Just as you cannot know if a chest holds treasure until you open it, so you cannot tell if this is a dream until you awaken. The only one who knows for sure is the windfish. Trust your feelings. Someday, you will discover the answer. Bro, I was just saying that! You and me were like on the same wavelength, dude. It's crazy. Alright, so now that we've sort of finished the southern face shrine, as it's actually officially called, we can make our way towards the northern face shrine. That's sort of like where the real, actual dungeon is. This was really more or less just to, like, hype up the illusion, the mystery, and, you know, give us a little bit of lore and backstory to the island. It's kind of cool because, I mean, we've sort of been slowly discovering the mystery of Koholint Island as we've been going through our adventure here. And that was, like, our first real, I guess, like, solid evidence that, yeah, something's not really right on this island. You know, there's something fishy about that windfish. And it's not just that it's a fish and that it can fly. There's a couple other things going on that don't really make a whole lot of sense here, but you know what? We're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery. We're gonna wake the windfish, and if Koholint Island disappears in the process, well, that's just too dang bad. Maybe don't live on an imaginary dream island if you didn't want it to disappear. That's all I'm saying. You know, all these inhabitants, they could move, or they're not even real. So does it even matter? Am I real? Are you real? What's real anymore? I don't even know. What is real? Honestly. That's like some deep thoughts we gotta have right now. But instead of doing that, let's grab our bombs and blow up this rock wall so we can go into this cave. Because inside I'm pretty sure it's a fairy's fountain. And I know I'm only down half a heart, but god dang, do I really want full health? I need to get my sword lasers on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I really didn't care. It's just that, like, that's a nice little place to hang out at before you make your way to the northern face shrine, which, by the way, yeah, the way to get inside is a little bit cryptic. You go through that maze, if you want to call it that, and then just, like, swim down here, wake up this Armo statue, and let's... Boomerang, can you... Alright. That's cool, Boomerang. You know, I didn't want you to kill that Armos anyways. I really don't understand the Boomerang sometimes in this game because, like, I swear, I'll hold down the button, and sometimes it'll, like, hover out there. Whereas other times, like, I won't hold down the button, and it'll still hover out there. So, sometimes it comes back quick, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not really sure, like, what the secret behind that is, but one day I'll figure it out. But today is not that day. Anyways, that being said, now we're over here where the keyhole is, so we can use that key that we got from defeating that boss in the southern face shrine, and this will unlock the way to the northern face shrine. It's that simple. Who would have guessed? Just like that. Alright, however, this next temple does take a while, so I think that's actually where I'm going to end off this video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.